So you remember from part 1 that we headed to a new thrifting spot this week, the Pink House at La Concepcion, and it was quite something. Lots to take in on a first visit, but well worth a stop. And here's what we discovered. So many things outside here at the Pink House. The weather was not fantastic and we had a quick look before the rain came in. Lots of outdoor furniture, and inside, well, where do I start?
This is lovely too.
Look inside though, look at the shelves itself.
Wow.
It's missing a handle, but
I love the front of the doors and I mean the shelf and things.
yeah, it seems quite solid. Look on the back.
Wow.
Look at this. Is this a light with...
You'd have to lay it out very carefully. I don't know how it's...
Nice colours on the back with the blue. And even that's cooler.
The green lamp.
The green one with the yellow and the... Amazing,
cool though, isn't it?
You imagine that with a really cool, slightly rusty there.
Which is quite nice in a way, shows some age.
So we paid up and went on our merry way. And then we had a phone call to say within the hour our delivery would be arriving. So we headed back to Beda and look what came around the corner. So within a few minutes, we got everything unloaded and we were ready to start the styling. Now here at Casa Thrive, we are literally about to move out to allow the builders to come in for 3 months to pull everything to pieces. And once you bring the sideboard into a regular home and out of all of the chaos, you start to appreciate just how lovely it is once you've put a few things inside, a few items styled up on the top. It really comes to life and we're so pleased with it. It's difficult to see the full extent of the condition within the thrift store, but actually it's not bad at all. So we're back at base, and as you can see we had a really speedy delivery yesterday of this lovely unit, but I thought I'd show you the other smaller bits that we got as well in a bit more detail. So this little man here we loved. Obviously just a handmade piece. He's fairly rough underneath. He's all cracked, probably where he cracked in the kiln. So you can see underneath here, he's absolutely cracked to pieces. But there was just kind of something about him, a bit of fun. The colouring, particularly on the back here, is nice with the blue and the green. He's got quite a nice face. Someone's obviously had fun painting him. So we quite liked him just as a piece for ourselves. This was a bit of fun. This was only €5. I suppose we were attracted by the colours. The combination is a bit like some of the stuff you're seeing now in interiors. This is probably from the 90s, so it's much later. But we thought with a little cute drum shade, quite small, maybe so you could still see a little bit of the yellow. So he works, a cute little piece. We'll perhaps work that in at home as well. The most exciting small piece you will have seen on the video when we were like flabbergasted that there was a pile of these lovely glass shards, for want of a better word. So we've got them in this lovely clear and then also in the amber, which you can see in the light. They just look amazing. So when I uncovered these, there was, I don't know, like stacks of them. I thought this has to be part of a really cool Italian 1970s light fitting, but unfortunately it seems like he only really had lots of these. He didn't really have the correct fitting for them, or certainly not one that we liked. He kind of suggested there was a big chrome metal plate that fitted on the ceiling with lots of chains, a bit like those chandeliers with crystal balls hanging off each chain. So a bit kind of footballer's wivesy. We didn't really see these hanging on that. So in the end, once we calmed down a bit and discovered it wasn't an amazing light fitting that we could have hanging in our house, we decided we would buy some of these. Terry had grand ideas of doing decorations with them, maybe at Christmas time. So we've got 10 of these at, guess what, €1 a piece. So as a lovely Christmas icicle type decoration, we thought they'd be pretty fabulous. So we were really excited about those. So watch this space for updates on what we do with those over the next few months. Now we're in the middle of moving out of the house, which is why it looks a little bit random. So this was really the find of the day, this fantastic bamboo rattan unit. A nice height, quite an unusual size. We thought maybe it could be used as a breakfast buffet in the B&B. If we don't keep it for ourselves. Lots of detail on it, on the front, the sides, even on the back. So I would suggest to me that it was quite an expensive piece to start with whenever it was made. Probably in the 70s. There's quite a lot online that would suggest it could be an American company that manufactured it. How that ended up here in Spain, I'm not exactly sure. Maybe it was made over here and then lots of them went to America. But the detail, even inside, is really amazing. There is one spot on the front where when we got back and we kind of scrutinised it for ages and we thought, I think there's a little bit of bamboo missing. And there is a tiny bit of bamboo missing on one of the panels on the front. So we're undecided as to whether to balance it out by taking the other piece off to make it even, or to maybe, as a little experiment, try and see if we get a little bit of bamboo and whether we can mend it ourselves. I'm sure it's not that simple, but we thought we'd give it a try. But we're busy at the moment because we're moving out of this house while the builders move in, and then we will maybe get time to do these jobs while they're knocking the house to pieces. And the other find from yesterday, which is quite useful when you're renovating, is this lovely ladder, which was €30. So we feel like we had a really great day picking at the Pink House, who delivered in a pink van, which was really fun, and we'll definitely be back because they get deliveries apparently twice a week from all over southeastern Spain. So I think although you have to really root through it and there's a thin layer of dust on everything, I think it's quite exciting actually to rummage. So we'll definitely be back there and we'll take you on our travels to the Pink House again.